What is the Armenian side striving for in the negotiation process is the question in Armenia, after the informal meeting of Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev with Armenian Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan on the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict, which took place on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum in Davos and lasted an hour and a half. The Armenian public is perplexed because earlier Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan promised at the rallies that the negotiation process would be open and transparent, and he would share all the details with the public. However, following the talks, Pashinyan limited himself to a meager post on his Facebook page. Those negotiations that have taken place can be considered a good success. The head of Regnum, who strongly supported Pashinyan, wrote that Pashinyan is ready to concede 5 regions, and most likely the parties agreed on the Kazan formula when the territories return and economic blockade of Armenia ends. Nikol Pashinyan, with his attempts to tighten the status quo, has stumped himself. His proposal to return the representatives of the separatist regime of Nagorno-Karabakh to the talks, negatively perceived by the OSCE Minsk Group co-chairs, caused a misunderstanding of the Armenian society, which increasingly asks the question on what principles is the settlement process going on. Anxiety among the Armenian side is caused by the recent activity of meetings and optimistic statements by official Baku. In conditions when official Baku makes it clear and unambiguously clear what its expectations are from the negotiations, and the language of the Armenian side is far from concrete, discontent with the new prime minister is ripening in Armenia. The media was not satisfied with the bewildered look of Pashinyan at the talks in Davos. Meeting with the president of Azerbaijan, Nikol Pashinyan is doing what the entire world community demands of him. Because the world community wants the negotiations to proceed in a peaceful way and solve the conflict, and not by military means. And the fact that close negotiations is normal. As soon as an agreement is reached, this will be handed over to the public, and compromises will have to be explained. The Azerbaijani side in turn recalled that there hadn't yet been full-fledged talks between the leadership of Azerbaijan and Armenia, but several useful conversations had already taken place. Baku is always ready to make contacts, since it's interested in the soonest peaceful settlement of the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. Head of the Foreign Policy Department of the Presidential Administration, Hikmat Hajiyev, noted that the meeting in Davos was initiated by the President of the World Economic Forum, Borge Brand, and was a continuation of the informal meetings held at the CIS summit in Dushanbe and St. Petersburg.